Hey, what's going on, guys? IO Studios here for another video. Today, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to create a wax material in Cinema 4D and Octane Render. So, to get started, we're going to just model a candle really fast. So, a cylinder. Also, you'll have to excuse me, I sound a bit weird, I'm sick. So we're going to add in a cylinder, segments 8. The radius, I guess we'll set that, I guess, like 15-ish. I would set it to 15. Okay, object, we want probably like 64 segments. I'm going to hit this here to make it editable. I'm going to select all the top polygons. I'm going to extrude it downwards. Okay, I'm going to grab my edge select. I'm going to hit U and L on my keyboard, which will allow me to do a line select here, or a circle select, sorry. I'm going to grab bevel. I'm going to bevel it slightly. Make sure your subdivisions here are set up, because by default they'll be set to 0, and you wanted that like, I don't know, 6 or something. Okay, UL again, we're going to select the top one. Going to bevel that. And we've got a pretty good base for candle. I guess we'll add in a cylinder here. Scale it. And this will just be our wick. Now, I'm not going to actually make a material for the wick because it's, it's very subtle, and that's not really the point of this tutorial. The point of this tutorial is a wax material. So, we've got an actual candle model here. Very arbitrary, but, we can work with it. So, we're going to grab Create, Shader, Octane Material. We're just going to make the wick material right now, which is we're going to go to our emission, black body emission. We'll make it like a bit, just like that. No, I don't want it too bright, but something like that looks pretty good. Now, we got to do a few things before we get to the wax material. So, first thing, texture environment, which we're going to make completely black. And the other thing is we're going to go to our Octane settings, and we're going to tweak these. So, path tracing. I'm just going to add a few samples here. Random number, doesn't matter. Just like over a few thousand. GI clamp, always set to 1. Caustic blur, 0.3. Max tile samples, max parallel samples, all the way up. Minimize net traffic, off for Pascal cards. Or, just leave it on. It doesn't really matter too much. It gives a slight speed up on some graphics cards. If you're using multiple graphics cards, obviously leave this on. But since I'm just using one, I'm going to turn it off. So that's that. Settings, priority, high. Because I'm recording, I'm going to set it to medium. But normally on your computer, if you're doing, if you're only doing Cinema 4D, just set it to high. But since I am recording in the background, I want to set it to medium. This is basically just how hard it'll, the priority of Octane. If it's going to be, if Octane will choke my recording to get a faster render, or if Octane's going to run slightly slower because I'm recording. Okay. That's pretty much it for there. That's it. Pretty much it there. That's it. Pretty much it. There. Sorry, can't talk. Shader, Octane material. We're gonna apply it to our candle. Open it up. Specular material. We need this for all kind of subsurface scattering. Specular material. We're gonna set our index to 1.6. We're gonna set our roughness to 0.8. And you can already see here, this thing. It's got its form, and it looks okay. Obviously not wax material, but it looks okay. Now, to turn this into a wax material, we need to go to our, first of all, enable fake shadows, always. And second of all, we're going to go to our medium and add a scattering medium. Now, you want to open up your node editor for this, so you can click node editor here. It'll open it up. I already have it open in the bottom here, but normally you just click this and it'll open up another window that looks very similar to this. So, we're going to grab a RGB spectrum. Another RGB spectrum. We're just going to apply it to the scattering and absorption. And in here, we want a density of, let's see here, density of like 10-ish. Volume step length, I guess this doesn't really matter. I usually make it pretty small, but it doesn't really matter. Let's see here, and this is your density, obviously, so it's, the main parameter. If you want, I can tweak here. We can, if we want to, sorry, we can tweak this. Maybe increase that a bit. Like that. And this is our absorption. We want to set that to something kind of like a candle, waxy material, Something like that. That's too much. Whoops. So, just like that. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just make it, white. Okay. Maybe darken that a bit. Actually, we'll make it completely white, and then we'll change the density. So maybe density of about 500. that looks okay. I'm going to add a plane here so you can kind of look at it even more and visualize it. And that is pretty much very basic wax material. But we can take it a step further. Okay, so we're going to add a new Octane material. We're going to add a mix material. So right now, this is an okay wax material. Maybe increase the density slightly, and it'll look good. But we'll set 650. We can take this even further, and we can use a mix material to make it a bit more realistic. And basically, what the mix material is going to do, I'm just going to drag the two materials under there. What the mix material is going to do, it's going to add a bit of reflectivity to it. You know, because right now, the thing that we currently made, that's the subsurface scattering, right? The subsurface scattering of the wax. But obviously, wax is slightly reflective on the edge. It has a coat. It's kind of waxy, you know? That's why it's called wax. So we want to add that reflective coat. So our second material here, we're going to make it glossy. We're going to set our index to about, we'll do like 1.5-ish. And the roughness, we want a bit of roughness, good amount of roughness. And then we need to change the mix settings here. So we want to... So we're going to set it to about like 0.85. Should be good. If you want to really take a look at this material, we can grab a HDRI environment. So I'll delete the other one actually. And I'm going to load in an HDRI to see how it looks in some normal lighting. It's just a cabin HDRI I have ready here. And maybe I need to really darken this, okay. Bring this brightness down a bit of everything really. Bring down the brightness of this. Let's see our mission. So, if you look closely here, I need to actually turn down the brightness of this again. If you look closely here, you can see we have that nice waxy subsurface scattering effect, but we also have some highlights here, you know, the reflections. We have some nice highlights as well. So it's pretty good wax material. Maybe we can have a high roughness on the reflective and increase the index to like 1.8 or something. And this looks pretty much like a wax material. You know, this is pretty much a candle. Whoops. Obviously, you know, you can tweak this thing and you'll, you know, have it look better, but this is pretty much in a nutshell how you make a wax material in Octane render. Let me just do this. And we're going to set this to visible. Okay, there we go. Now we have a candle. So that is pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed this video, or you want to support me, or just in general show some love for my channel, just leave a like, subscribe to my channel. If you have any requests for tutorials regarding Cinema 4D and Octane, or you know, just either or, leave a comment. I will respond. I will try to make your tutorial. And yeah, I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.